Welcome back to Your Story Has an Author. In this video, we're going to talk about the settings in our lives. And if you look just behind me, you'll see a burned fence. A few years ago, that fence was on fire. I heard this crackling sound in my living room, and I looked through the back window, and when I saw this fence, I saw this flame just blazing in the bushes and along the fence back there. And I came running out, and there's some joggers stopped, and they said they'd help out. And we all grabbed some buckets and grabbed my hose, and we eventually got that flame put out. But the coolest thing happened. Just later that spring, all these flowers came bursting out of that black ash, and it was gorgeous back there. There was life that came out of all that mess. And it reminded me of a verse that God brings beauty from ashes. And I actually made a sign that you can see right over here over my shoulder. God brings beauty from ashes. See, God likes to take difficult settings, hard places where hard things happen, messy places, and bring His beauty for His glory. My school in some ways is like that. God does incredible things in a place that is not always perfect. And the manger where Jesus was born, all these animals pooped in that barn and mooed and ate hay, and there were flies in there and probably a bunch of mice. Yet God introduced His Son to the world in that manger, in that special place. He used the belly of a whale to humble His servant, a desert to teach His people dependence, a promised land to demonstrate His incredible faithfulness, and an empty tomb to shout to the world that He's alive. For every author, settings are critical to drive the plot and to change the characters. What about your settings? The lessons this week will give you the opportunity and the time to process what God is doing with His settings in your story. Hey, thanks for watching my video. If you haven't already subscribed and you'd like to get more of these videos, or you'd like to get the lessons that go along with them, or you'd like to get the stories that I send out once every 2 weeks about the powerful ways that God shows up in the public school where I work, then go ahead and subscribe on YourStoryHasAnAuthor.com and join me and others as we look for and celebrate the author of our stories together.